Welcome back, beer tubers. Today we're doing what the t-shirt says and checking out Stone's latest release, Go To IPA. This is their foray into a session IPA, 4.5%. They use a hop bursting technique. That's where you don't really use any bittering hops in making the beer. You just put in a ton of hops at the very end. You get enough bitterness from that to balance out the beer. So I got it poured out. It's just a really clear, like dark straw, golden color, probably just a single base malt. Maybe, I don't know if, probably not a very complex malt bill. Bright white head. Let's get the aroma. Oh yeah, it's got a big nose to it. Definitely you can smell a lot of late addition hops and the dry hopping. Wow, it's got like a guava, piney, mango, citrus character to it. Yeah, a lot going on. It's like mangoes can get kind of like that piney husky character. You get that big time. Yeah, passion fruits in there as well. Really tropical vibe to it with a little bit of that sort of piney, classic kind of citrus notes in there, but mostly it's very fruity, more of the tropical type of fruit notes, maybe a touch of stone fruit characteristic in there as well. So smells awesome. Let's dig in. Cheers. Yeah, really nice, crisp, refreshing type of beer. Up front, initially, it's very piney in the flavor, and I don't get a lot of those sweeter hop notes I was getting on the aroma. So I'm guessing those will come out as it warms. Drinking it pretty cool here. Fairly warm day. Definitely get nice bitterness up front. There's a touch, very small amount of malt backbone to the beer. It's mostly a delivery of hops though, which you kind of expect with a session IPA. And that kind of leads to the debate too, well, is this really a style? Is this just not a American pale ale? But we have to use the IPA term because it's popular these days. And that's something I like to go to further detail in maybe another video or some kind of live cast or something. Because I definitely have my opinions on it. And it's more or less just like a hoppy, this is what you expect, like a San Diego, what I would call San Diego style pale ale. So it's taking just a really hop forward beer, lowering the alcohol down, and at 4.5%, this stuff's highly drinkable. Yeah, as it warms, that initial kind of blast of piney bitterness turns into the sweeter hop notes, getting that really fleshy mango thing going with a little bit of passion fruit, a little bit of like a guava characteristic to it. Very like sweeter citrus notes, like a mandarin orange. It does have a good amount of bitterness to it that kind of lingers through most of the palate. You get a little bit of like hop bitterness kind of lingering around. The malt just briefly flashes right at the finish to kind of cut some of that bitterness out, but it doesn't. There is still a ton of hop flavor to the beer as well. So it's extremely hop forward for the style. So if you're a hophead, you're going to absolutely love this beer, especially if you're tired of drinking these big giant imperial IPAs. As much as I like Enjoy By, that's a big beer. It's over 9%, so you can't drink a whole lot of it. This is the type of beer where you can easily just sit down in the afternoon, kill a 6-pack, and maybe have a decent buzz going, or just have a couple and not have to worry about the effects of alcohol, because it's this is really nice. I'm gonna go A-. I give it that score because this and Pizza Port's Ponto Session IPA are kind of like going head to head in terms of like both are 4.5%. They're big San Diego hoppy style beers. Love the hop profiles in both. They're kind of similar and really enjoyable stuff. I'm glad to finally see these type of beers out on the market because I think there's definitely a need for lower alcohol, flavorful beers. We've been imperializing everything forever, and it's nice to go back to something more sessionable, more drinkable. So you can sit down. You're not going to share this with anyone. You're just going to drink it yourself. So I like that. I like the fact that this is coming in 12-ounce bottles and 6-packs. So it's going to wrap this one up. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.